Hey guys, didn't expect to be back today. However, this topic has come up twice in the last 24 hours. So I kind of figured that somebody needs to hear this. So here I am. And the message is regarding content creators versus messengers. And again, I am not judging anybody. I am not judging anybody's choices or their mission or their purpose in life. I'm here to create awareness for you guys as to the differences of what is happening right now. And if you are here to be a disruptor, if you are here as a messenger, as a pioneer of consciousness, you have got to start tapping into the difference between being a content creator and being a messenger, and understanding that if you are a messenger, you cannot create content. You have got to stop that shit. So what am I really talking about? Well, I have been having people come to me going about what is the content to create, and do we have a content calendar of what it is that we need to say in order to do the things and to sell the programs and to blah 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 blah, or have a look at these people and it will give you some ideas for content. Here's the thing. I'm not a content creator. I am a messenger. I literally sit myself down every single day and I'll make my body, my vessel available for the message that needs to come through for whoever needs to hear whatever it is today. It's why I create and write a message every single day. It is why every word on my website has been written by yours truly. I do not use any writers on my behalf. I do not use anybody to write sales pages or anything, because I'm not making a sale, you guys. If you go and read my website, every single thing is a message from my soul to yours. And then sometimes there's an invitation and sometimes there isn't. But when we start creating content, information, the how-tos, what the steps are that everybody is looking for from the fear grid, we are not being true messengers, we are not being true pioneers of consciousness, and we are not disrupting. Because disruption happens when we stop speaking to the logical mind and we go straight to the heart. We go from soul to soul for an awakening, for a remembrance, and that does not happen on a motherfucking calendar. So if you are here as a messenger and you know this, but you have lost your way, you have been caught up in the whole shenanigans of this is how we have to do it, and this is how the calendar has to work, and this is how you have to launch, like anything that this is that you need in order for you to be successful. And again, I'm not speaking to the 95% of people who are here to live that paradigm out in their lifetimes. I'm not speaking to those people. You go and do the paint by numbers, the tick the boxes, like that is created for you, 100%. I am speaking to the ones who are not here to live that way, who are here to actually go, the rules don't apply to me, and I would rather not make a motherfucking cent than sell my soul to a system or a box or a paint by anything. I want the chaos. I want the unknown. I want to experiment and create the new. I want to use my words and weave it into the fabric of the universe, creating spells that's exclusive to me and for those who choose to follow this way. Understanding as well that it is a collective effort that is going on right now. These are the people that I am speaking to. If you do not allow yourself to free fall up out of the system, out of the construct, you will never, ever allow the true message through. Because the true message does not make logical sense. Logic kills magic. And we are here to create magic. We are here to take that which matters to us and turn it into physical matter. That is what we are here to do. That is how we are actually bringing in and embodying new world consciousness. That doesn't happen if you actually have your message, your muse, your whatever your process is, be a slave to a specific outcome. I'm going to say that again. The message will not come through if you hold it hostage to an outcome. The message has to be the message in however the message wants to come through, however message or messy and random and nonsensical, it doesn't matter. One of the conversations I had earlier this week as well was somebody going, but you need to help the people to understand. You have to find the words that helps the peoples to get it. So I have to tell my soul to go and swallow the dictionary of mediocrity so that the peoples can understand from a logical mind, which is the exact thing keeping them out of their magic, instead of allowing my soul to express in the most ludicrous words. Quite frankly, I make up words half the time because there are no words for the energy, for the feeling that I'm receiving. And so I just fucking make up a word to represent what it is that I'm receiving. And if people don't understand it and they let that be the determining factor to not be in my space, wonderful. Because those are not the people that I am here to reach, that I am here to support. But you have to trust. You have to trust that there will be a message every single day. Do you honestly think that you are not living enough for there to be a new fresh message, a new fresh awakening, a new fresh remembrance every single day to share with the world? And do you not trust that that will be of value to somebody? Because if you don't have that trust factor, then what you're going to do is you are going to go and look for ideas to fill up the calendar so that you can take one post and create 10 pins so that you'll have enough things for the algorithm. And this is why people are actually not enjoying the process, the creative process, because they're limiting their creative muse and making it dance around like a little bitch on a leash. You're not allowing yourself to just free flow with life as the energetic being that you are, and constantly being present, being introspective, looking at what nature is showing you, looking at what conversations are showing you, looking at what your feelings are showing you, and then just sharing that with trust that somebody needs to hear that today, for there to be a spark of recognition of their soul from which they will be guided into the aligned action for them. That is being a true messenger versus being a content creator. And it takes practice. People say, how do I get to write so easily? Do you know it took me 500 consecutive days of blogging before I finally found, yeah, okay, I can do this. Like, this is easy. This is just me stepping out of the fucking way so that the message can come through. 500 blogs, you guys, which was on my old website, which was all closed down. Because at the end of the day, we are conditioned so much to speak in a certain way, to think in a certain way, to write in a certain way. All the rules, like people are still constantly inviting me into learning how to do what I do, how to tell a story, how to write a blog, how to create a message. But every single time I allow myself to be influenced by the way that they do it, which is fantastic for the 95% of people who are just here to relearn and regurgitate, you know, if that is their choice. But if you are here as a true artist, as a true creative, as a true messenger, a true pioneer, you have got to stop that shit and allow for the mess allow for the chaos, allow for the practice until one day, hopefully not 500 blogs later, you go, holy shit, I've remembered me. And I've remembered that I don't fit in with any of the stuff. So then why would I want to bring order to my very wild, messy, unleashed, untamed, crazy bitch self? Why would I want to do that? Because that would then mean that I actually am not living in integrity. So if this is resonating for you, then I'm going to really recommend that you have a look at the Trailblazer Symposium. We are starting in a couple of weeks, and this is a journey, a 6-month journey that I'm creating for those who really are here as messengers, pioneers, creatives, to get out of the fucking games of tribal fear consciousness so that you can finally outgrow the shit. Connect to your soul legacy, that dynasty that's inside of you, and the blueprint of how your dynasty is meant to come to life. And then we're going to workshop the shit out of it so that you're actually building it whilst we are together. So if that's speaking to you, then either go to my website, directionyou.co/trailblazer, or message me and I'll send you the details and we can have a conversation. Because if you are here to message, you have to get away from the fear grid. You have to start outgrowing it, or you will only ever be a content creator. And if content is what makes you happy, then by all means. But you know what I found? When I was contenting, I was boring as shit to myself first and foremost. And at the end of the day, this is my life experience. Every single day is a gift to me to create the most unique and pleasurable experience. And by allowing myself to do that, I'm elevating human consciousness. I want you to just connect to that as well. When you understand that this day is created for you, by your soul, for you to have the most pleasurable, exotic, creative, and unique experience. And you allow yourself to have that in the way that feels most life-gasmic. You are in true service to humanity. Because in that choice, you are elevating consciousness. That little point there alone is really worth pondering on. Whether you want to meditate on it or journal on it, whatever it is that you want to do. When you get that returning to yourself and loving yourself and being faithful to yourself, is in the highest good for everyone, life changes. You stop prostituting yourself. You stop abandoning yourself. You stop sacrificing yourself, which is all the things that society has taught us makes us good little boys and girls and will have other people like us. But have a look at just how diseased society is right now, and then ask yourself, well, how's that working out for us? And of course, the gift in all of that is that the more diseased human consciousness has become, the more thriving source consciousness has evolved into. And this is our opportunity right now. It started 2 years ago. Well, before that, but 2 years ago, it was like a huge thing for a lot of people to go, okay, I choose to remember who I am. I choose to remember what I am. I choose to take full responsibility for my personal well-being and happiness. And I start creating from that space. So I really hope that this has been useful. If this was the message that you needed to hear today, please leave me a comment. I'm going to come back later and answer all the comments. But yeah, check in with yourself. Are you here to be a messenger, or are you creating content? And be at peace with whichever choice you make. But if you are here as a messenger and you know you're not fully stepping into that role yet and you'd like some support in that, then reach out to me. Either DM me here or go to my website. Have a look at the shenanigans over there. And I might see you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing day further. And remember, this is your time to live your legacy. Unleashed, unlimited, and unafraid. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.